Really like 12th position, his last lap at 21.5. Let's hear from Max Papis as to what happened to him earlier.
And the pace was good, the car was fine, and the car was doing very good. You might have also racing on this short track, but that's not my ride every day. I would love to do it every day.
As Max was speaking there, Alain Jr. has got past Maurizio Gugelmin, so Alain Jr. goes into 3rd position, and finally he's found his way past that Brazilian. But it's the other Brazilian he's been fighting with most of the time, Gil de Ferran. Now look at this, Richie Hearn is in the red and white car that you can see just behind the blue and white car of Bobby Rahal. The name of Bobby Rahal may be well known to you if you've followed Indy cars over the last few years. The name of Richie Hearn may be less well known, but Jeremy, he's certainly showed his ability in the opening races of this championship. Richie Hearn.
Yeah, he's done a phenomenal job. He's really giving Bobby Rahal all he can handle there, isn't he? And it's great to see from this young driver. He won a race last year at Las Vegas, an Indy Racing League event at the end of the season, and for such relatively inexperience on the ovals, he's showing a masterful hand here this afternoon.
Alain Jr. has caught right up to the back of Gilles' car again, and look how quickly he's caught him, and this time Alain Jr. goes past. He made that look so easy, and that was really because he had the run on Gil de Ferran. He didn't have to sort of sit behind him for a moment or two and think about it. He had the momentum already built up, and he just used it.
Fabulous, just perfect, textbook stuff there from Alain Jr. He wrote the textbook, I'd say, at this place, and a great move. He got the run, as you say, off turn 3, and was able to slingshot easily past Gil de Ferran, who could absolutely nothing about it.
We saw Greg Moore coming into the pits. You just saw him in the background a moment ago, so that's changed things around for these guys a little bit as well, because that's given them a little bit of clear air without a car running at a similar speed to themselves. So Maurizio Gugelmin now in 4th position and fighting de Ferran. It's as though we're getting ready to go green flag racing once again as Paul Tracy comes out of the final corner. The green flag is waved and Paul Tracy comes across the line. Alain Jr. in 2nd position, but with a few other cars and traffic amongst it all, it's going to make life very exciting. But you're watching the battle for 3rd. On board with Michael Andretti in the black Swift, and now chasing after Gil de Ferran, and Michael has been brave on cold tyres. He's taken the speed with him. He goes through up into 3rd place, and now Michael goes chasing after the 2 Penskes. My word, what a tremendous battle we've now got in prospect. We've got Paul Tracy leading, Alain Jr. 2nd, Michael Andretti in 3rd. 3 of the top names in this championship over the last however many years, and they're all going to be battling for the race victory here in Nazareth.
We've got a heck of a race here. We've got 71 laps to go, everything to play for. Paul Tracy there taking advantage of the clear track to pull out an appreciable advantage of Alain Jr., who has Michael Andretti just a couple of car lengths behind, 4 or 5 car lengths behind. We see him going around turn 2 there, onto the back straightaway. Andretti's very good off that corner, isn't he, right now? But no sign of Paul Tracy there. He's really taken advantage. He's checked out right away.
Yeah, he's really charged after the pace car came in and he went green again. But look at Andretti closing up on Alain Jr. These two who've battled so much throughout their career. Very evenly matched, both from famous racing families, and both of them champions in this form of racing. Michael Andretti was the one who got the opportunity to go to Formula 1. Alain Jr. came close on some occasions, but they're both back now and battling against one another here at Nazareth, and it really is good stuff. Can Andretti find that little gap that he needs to get the Swift alongside the Penske? We've got an intriguing battle going on between these two. Mercedes power in the Penske, Ford Cosworth power in the back of the Swift. Doesn't seem to be too much to choose between them at the moment, but Alain Jr. is holding on to 2nd so far. But of course Michael can see Paul Tracy disappearing up the road as Paul Tracy's opened up a 3-second lead over these two already.
He certainly had the fastest car all weekend, Paul Tracy. They're all running the same type of Goodyear tyre, the harder tyre, and there's certainly nothing to choose between those two right now. You know, I fancy that maybe Michael could be a little bit quicker, but he's got to get past Alain Jr. And boy, that's no easy task, let me tell you.
No, but Michael Andretti is hard a racer as they come, and if anybody can get past Alain Jr., then it's probably going to be Michael Andretti. And over the years, they've had their contretemps, they've had the bad times, but they've got a great deal of respect for one another. There's no doubt about that. And they will be racing as hard as anything to try and hold on to position and to try and keep Paul Tracy in sight, because all three of them are out to win this race. They're not out there to finish in second place. Points that do matter. Michael Andretti lying third in the championship at the moment, and his two main rivals for the championship are not performing here this weekend. Scott Pruitt is down in 12th position. Alex Zanardi is down in 15th position. So Andretti really does have a tremendous opportunity to open up a bit of an advantage in the championship, but he won't worry about that too much. It's race victories he's looking for, and again he closes up to the back of Alonso Jr.'s car, and we ride on board.
No question Michael Andretti has a faster car right now, but he's got to make the move. You know, the Penske team, they knew coming into today that Michael Andretti was going to be their stiffest challenger. They also had a wary eye on Gilles de Ferry, quite rightly, but Michael Andretti, he's the guy. Can he get past Alonso Jr.?
Let's just try and pick up some of that radio communication going on. A little bit difficult to make it out as they go on round at up to 190 miles an hour. Of course, the radio communication, a very, very important part of racing on an oval, Jeremy. The teams with their own spotters around the circuit to check out where the traffic is, that information being relayed back to the driver, other information being relayed from the team to the driver as well.
Yeah, and they know exactly who is where, effectively. Michael Andretti doesn't need radio communication. He knows exactly what the situation is. He can see Alonso Jr. there right in front of him, and he knows he's got to pass him. He knows Paul Tracy is ahead of the both of them. He knows that Paul Tracy, well, was pulling away. The gap has come down a little bit, actually. He was out almost of 3 seconds. It's now down to less than 2, and these two are certainly lapping very, very well indeed. I guess, you know, Paul Tracy had to get through a couple of slower cars, as Mark Blundell was one of them, and Greg Moore, once again, always seems to be there or thereabouts, doesn't he?
Interesting to see that Dario Franchitti is in 13th place, Mark Blundell is in 14th, so both of them running pretty much together at the moment as the leaders coming through to go past them, and this is where Alonso Jr. has got to watch out as Andretti, the opportunistic manoeuvre always possible as they go through traffic, and look there, Andretti's had a bit of a run, but not really possible through turn 1 into turn 2 and onto the backstretch.